This is from Biafra's Got Talent. We are letting Biafrans know the reason why we should remember those who gave their lives for us, those who died, that we may live.
You died to end my suffering. You died fighting for my freedom. Your blood is the seed of redemption. You are my inspiration.
The deed no wrong with them, military shots at them. 67 to 70, we remember them. 2016, 38 May, memory still lives in our mind till today. Wonder why they refuse to publicize the genocide. The world media turn blind eyes to our plight. It's time to arise, land of the rising sun. Let's rise one more time, let's rise.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes, those who gave their life for us. Onitsha massacre, Ipocha massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright.
Tell them I got that day. Remember when me tell you say I got that day. Yeah, I remember that one that called us a prospero. But the way you go like a papa no go. But them they will go hero. Me tell you what I look pandi, what pandi samiro. Me tell you what I day. For we just all under us, man. I tell you what I am. Me never give up. Me tell them
heroes, I want to promise you something today. We must fight together, no retreat and no surrender. We must hold them down till the end of time. The most important thing is that we will restore Biafra. May your soul rest in peace.
I look up to the sky with tears in my eye. For other Biafrans and for freedom had to die. We will never forget you as the days go by. You are always in my heart, will never be apart.
They fought for our freedom, they died for our freedom. They fought the Nigerian soldiers in the war front, without food, without guns, for our freedom, for our life, for our own good, for our children. We love them, our heroes, we want them.
My heart bleeds when I saw them slain. Where will I be now, if not then? They will remain indelible in my heart, forever, 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 and never, and never, and never.
We serve in your plantation, and the way you paid us back with your bloody starvation. We bled in our history, that the death of my people is a mystery. No going back to get to a victory. I had a voice now call for vengeance. I never get bummed, I'ma blow like a vengeance.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes, those who gave their life for us. Onitsha massacre, Ipocha massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright.
Where will I be now? If not you, you died at Mali, 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 Mali.
They were starved to death because of our freedom, and they paid the debt for our freedom. Flag high for those that died in the genocide, fighting for you and I. There is pain in our heart, we bleeding inside, tears in the eyes of our fallen heroes.
This is for my fallen heroes. Give them a patient people. It's like I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Cause to be a cast, I need to be a nurse. If we did not retire,
They paid the ultimate price. They died for the freedom of unborn child. We live for the legacy.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes.
flag in the air. Never be afraid. March on, cause we are more than conquerors. Yeah, you know what it is. We must revenge, and we must stand to represent who we are.
Akara m ihe mbe na-eme mbe si ma chọrọ ofu ukwu ehi ma nke ọzọ mụ achọrọ ihe niile ma ụkwụ ya ma aka ya ma isi ya ma olu ya anyị ga-adọbiri wee pụọ na nke onwe anyị tigata azụ etu anyị nọ tupu ndị ọcha wee bịa ebe a nwa aha obodo ebe a nwe ndị mmadụ n'ime tupu nwa bekee si ebe o si hapụ obodo ya ọ bịa ebe a ọkpọrọ onye nke ọkpọrọ okeke ọkpọrọ okafọ dakata anyị isi ọ sị n'ụbọchị nke taa na anya aha anyị wuzi Naijiria anyị na-aza aha na-enweghị omimi n'ime ya ihe ngwa gị gbasị biko kọwara m ihe Naijiria pụtara enwepụghị kọwara m ọmụa ga-aza aha osimiri ka osimiri ga-aza aha mụnwa n'ihi ihe anyị na-ekwuwu na ebe a rụgidere ụlọ anọ ọ jọgburu onwe ya ọ dịghị mma Naijiria agaghị emekọtanwu ihe ọzọ ihe ọjọọ emego n'obodo a arụ emego egbugo ndị be anyị aka na-egbukwa anyị ndị Fulani wee chere na mabata be anyị ka na-egbukwa ndị be anyị ruo ụtụtụ echi a na-asị m na ọ ga-adị mma oge ọ na-ekwekwu ka nwee mmekọrịta ọ bụ nke ndị nụkọ nke ndị ụmụnne ha egosighị anyị ọtụtụ mgbe ha kpọrọ anyị asị onye ajụrụ ajụ na-ajụ onwe ya ha jụrụ anyị aja ama njụ onwe anyị agbanyeghị na anyị nwe ngwa ahịa n'ugwu Awụsa agbanyeghị na anyị na-azụ ahịa ebe niile dị iche iche na-eme nke ọma kama onye gara ndụ kpakụ onye ire rie n'ihe ọ ndụbisi ka anyị na-ekwu okwu ya ka anyị cheghata azụ ebe a ruo obodo anyị ka o wee maa mma wee karịa obodo ndị ọcha na mma ọhịa anyị na-arịọ nwekwe n'ugwu nwee nkwanye ugwu n'ime onwe anyị ọnwa anyị pụọ n'iro a na-etigbu anyị pụọ n'iro ekwu okwu asị ọ bụ gịnị ma anyị ji wee ekwu okwu ọnwụ ihe ndị a ka anyị si na anyị agaghị anabatakwa ya ọzọ
akụkọ akọrọ anyị bụ na ọkụkọ na ewu agaghị nzukọ ụmụ anụmanụ a na-emezi mgbe ọbụla a chọrọ ịchụ aja ejiri ọkụkọ maọbụ nwụchụ aja mgbe ọbụla a chọrọ ime ka Naijiria dị n'otu enwe ha na-eto esi wee kpam akpụrụ ndị Igbo ọ pụtara na anyị bụ ọkụkọ maọbụ ka ọ pụtara na anyị agaghị nzukọ mere ya bụ ihe eji eme anyị bụ ndị Igbo ụdị na ọbara ndị Igbo awụkpafụ n'obodo Naijiria gaja
ọ bụ site na akpọmasị ihe na-eme anyị dị ka ihe mere ndị ji oge mgbe gara aga etu akụka mba niile dị iche iche ji kpọọ ụmụ Izrel asị a na-egbu ha afọ niile aka na-egbu ha o wee ruo oge ugbu anyị asị na ogbugbu a na-egbu anyị na ọ dịghị anyị mma ọ ka mma na onwe ihe ekegbu anyị nwere onwe njem a nke anyị na-aga kama na na-esi etete n'ụtụtụ asị na onwe onye gburu ebe a onwe ha na-ekwu okwu odo na nyere onwe onye n'aka ụkọchukwu n'ugwu Awụsa ebepụ isi ọnwụghị ofu ugboro ọnwụghị ugboro abụọ ọnwụghị ugboro atọ ọnwụghị ugboro anọ ọ bụ ruo ole mgbe ka a ga-egbugide anyị wee rue anyị asị mba na anyị ga-aga ka anyị nwee ike wee nwere onwe anyị ọ ka mma na anyị nwụrụ ebe anyị na-azọ nwere onwe tụbụ na anyị nọ n'ụlọ etu a mmadụ ibe mabata n'ime ụlọ mbịa bupụ m isi a sị na-achọghị ụdị nka ọ bụghị anyị maka a ga-eji wee chụọ àjà ọzọ
onye si na ya ga-ata anyị ahụhụ ma ọ bụ na anyị fe arụsị anyị wee na-efe arụsị mgbe were iwe gị na ọmụma gị wee bịa leta anyị ụmụ anyị wee na-anwụsị ụfọdụ nọ n'ụzọ ije ha anaghị alọta ụlọ ọzọ nne na nna wee na-ata ahụhụ wee na-ata ikikere eze nwaanyị konye ka ọ gaa ubi ga arụ ọrụ Fulani chiri ehi bata ebe ala gị dị n'iyi okwu ebepụ ya isi anyị bụ ka anyị kpọpụ onye nwe anyị n'ugwu Awụsa ahụ ejide anyị wee gbuo ihe ọ bụ anyị mara aka n'ime ha si maka ha aga n'ihu elekwa ọdụ ụgbọ mmiri n'igwe ọcha bụ ememiri ọya nke dị na Kalaba otu aka ahụ anyị na-ala nsọ ebe Biafra bụ ndị kọstọm sokwenye anyị n'etiti anyị anọghị n'ime mmiri kama kọstọm juru ebe niile ha wee na-ata anyị ahụhụ anyị kwuo ekwesịpụta anyị ka kpọchie anyị kwuo ekwesịpụta anyị ka gbagbuo anyị onye nwe anyị na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe ọ bụ ụzọ dị agaghị isi na-ebu ndị iro anyị n'anya wee karịa ndị nke gị akwa anyị bụ ụmụ Chineke akwa ọba aha anyị ka anyị na-aza akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza ike Chukwu akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza amara Chineke akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chisom akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chizọba nna nke dị nsọ onye ime eluigwe dịka otu onye iro dị na anyị bụ ụmụ gị bịa ka iwe zọpụta anyị bịa ka iwe napụta anyị n'aka ajọ ihe bịa ka iwe lụọrọ anyị ọgụ bịa ka iwe detuo ozu
Ọgbọ́gbọ́ wà mẹ́rin ìlera Goliath. Chineke na nke igwe ruo mẹ́rin na Fero. Ṣùgbọ́n otu wà mẹ́ ka Fero kọgụzọ n'ihu ụmụ ndị IPOB ka o wee taa akọkọ igiri ọtọ ọsọ. Ị ga na-edu anyị n'ụzọ niile nke ezi omume. Ọ bụla adịghị na anyị na-aga ndagwurugwu onyinye ọnwụ. Ọ bụ nwa bụ ekele n'igwe n'ụwa onye ọbụla kere gị n'oge mmalite n'oge ọgwụgwụ. Kama anyị nwe anyị gwa anọkwa ahụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ n'ezie. Kama ma akọ na-ekwu gị na nọgide ego mgbe ebighị ebi. Ọ bụ ya mere anyị ji were gị n'anya isi. Anyị wee na-asị nna nke dị nsọ. Bịa ka iwe gosi anyị Biafra na ndụ na-abụghị n'ọnwụ. Bịa ka iwe na-ekebe gị na amara gị wee kpuchiri anyị ka uwe. Bịa ka iwe zọpụta ndị nke gị. Bịa ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee bịa. Ka anyị na-ewetụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'aha gị onye bụ Chukwu nke abịa ma.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this very evening program. I appreciate everyone that has connected wherever you're connecting from. Please like and share the program on your platform. Share to family and friends, share to your neighbors, share to anyone that is close to you so that we can be able to have a full house on this very evening program. I wish you a very happy weekend. It is a weekend, and we know a lot has happened within this week and continue to happen. One of the most interesting events that happened is what is happening in the main market on Nicha. And today we are seeing reasons why Soludo is bent to destroy Biafra land. I want to remind you all that is watching us that in this platform, we don't come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to preach hate. We don't come to attack people. Whether you are watching us on TikTok, or you're watching us on YouTube, or you're watching on Facebook, wherever you are watching this program, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Kabiama to pay attention. This is a platform for public opinion. You are entitled to your opinion, I'm entitled to mine. If you want to join us, you send a request, I'll bring you in, then you make your own contribution when the time comes. You are entitled to your own decision and your own opinion. You're entitled to that. This is a platform for public opinion. And as a Biafran, what we do here is to present Biafra as the only remedy to the failed state Nigeria, and that we will continue to do. So this evening we have come again to speak on what is happening in the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. A lot is going on, a whole lot is going on, and undoubtedly there are things that you cannot ignore or pretend it is not happening. With so much thing that is happening, there's nothing we can do than to continue to shine the light on it, continue to speak about these issues and educate the world about it. What is happening in Onitsha today as we speak is not a child's play. What is happening in Onitsha, attacking the main market of Onitsha by Soludo, is not a child's play. And Soludo has completely made up his mind to destroy Biafra land. That is why he is trying to create division among us. Soludo, Isaiah, and fellow politicians, their mission today is to create division among us. And in this program today, we are going to talk about why division is the last weapon against Biafra and who is pushing it. Why division is the last weapon against Biafra and who is pushing it. The last weapon against Biafra today as we speak is division. That is the last weapon the enemy is using. They have tried so many things and it didn't work with them. They have tried attacking us, they have tried blackmailing us, they have tried taking the life of innocent people. It didn't work. But what seems to be working for them is division. And this division has been the strategy of the caliphate from day one. That was how they defeated the Hausas. That is how they continued to manipulate the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. That is how they took away the land of the Yorubas. And today, they want to use that same system to take the land of Biafra. Division. And the people that are championing this decision that they're using, the people they are using to divide us, is the politicians. Today, the person that is in the front line to create division, create anarchy in Biafra land is Soludo. Soludo have signed up to create anarchy in Anambra State. and he is going to get it. We know that there is a secret plan to destroy Biafra land, destabilize it the more, so that they can have an excuse to give to the world on the genocide that is happening. You know, Soludo have been the front line of trying to blackmail the Igbos for a long time. Soludo have tried everything to indict the Igbos internationally, locally. He tried by saying that we are the kidnappers, we are the troublemakers, we are the criminals. He went again to say that we are the one committing genocide against our people. Soludo have done different kinds of evil to neutralize the sympathy we have and to make the West think that we are wicked or we are terrorists. And after all this that he has failed, now he is going all out to attack the main market. The mission is use the main market to destabilize the Igbo and destroy their businesses, they will talk. And when they start protesting and fight back, invite the military to come in and invade. This is the plan that Soludo have made. The next thing you're going to hear is the Soludo is going to create another Python dance in Anambra State. And many lives are going to be wasted. As we speak, you were here when Tinubu went and have an arrangement with Turkey. And Turkey are going to send their troop. Those troops they are going to send from Turkey, they are going to send them to Biafra land to destroy life. But I bet you, every single one of them that land in Biafra land will never go back alive. As long as Chukwu Okike Abiyama lives, anybody, any missionary they bring from anywhere to Biafra land will never go scot-free. You can imagine a people that the United States, the strongest nation in the world, have offered to help them fight insecurity, to help them fight the terrorists, but instead they choose to fight along with the terrorists. They choose to go and align with the terrorists. A terrorist country like Turkey. They say when the gods want to kill a man, they will make him deaf and dumb. And that is what is happening to Nigeria. Whatever agreement Nigeria is reaching today, they are going to face the consequence. Before I came online, there's an information coming that Iran has been attacked. And we know that the United States have been warning Iran for a long time. And we have seen the preparation that have been going on Iran. Finally, the attack on Iran has commenced. And that is going to lead to so many things. We know that they are going to attack Israel, and Israel will not be silent. And Nigeria, Turkey, the jihadists in Nigeria are going to use this opportunity, feeling that the United States is busy engaged in war with Iran, and they will come to Biafra land to massacre people. They will want to come and create that impression that yes, that massacre is happening in Biafra land. That is the plan they have. And the person that is leading that strategy is Soludo. Don't you ever miss it. This is something that every one of us need to do. We need to know about it, and we need to prepare for what is coming. The insecurity in Biafra land is created by the government. And now that they've seen that peace is returned, they have tried everything they can. All their propaganda and blackmail to destabilize everyone, to lie against our liberation army, all their lies, none of them was working. People begin to see the truth that the real terrorists we have in Biafra land are the politicians and their agents. What did they do? Now they are changing the strategy. Nigerian government is changing the strategy by dividing us. And in this strategy, they are using Igbos. Watch anybody that is not talking about unity today and claim to be a Biafran is not for Biafra. Anybody today that is not in the same line with us talking about the unification of Biafra, the unity of purpose, anybody that you see that is still busy today attacking one person or the other, that person is on her own. That person is on his own. That person has nothing to do with us, the Biafra people. We must be very careful. The last weapon of the enemy of Biafra is division. And they are doing everything to divide us. Using politicians, using Biafra, using people you never believe that they will do certain things. We must not look away. We must not look away. Every one of us must rise up and rise up now. We must begin to speak from all corners, from all angles of voice and voice. And I want to call on all the traders in Anambra State. This is not just about main market alone. This is not about main market alone. Every market in Anambra State must be shut down and join the main market in the protest. IPOB has already announced a sit-at-home on Monday. And I want you to understand that this battle has just begun. The pressure will continue mounting until our demand is met. So if you know you are not equal to the task, if you know you cannot stand the heat, give way and let others be. I have said this several times. It is not mandatory that every one of us will be in the war front. There is no law that says that every single one of us must be part of this struggle. If you know you can't face the heat, you can give way. There is no need to weaken the spirit of others. There's no need for inconsistency. There's no need for creating division. Please, if you cannot be part of this very struggle, just give way. Even if you want to be your one Nigeria, go and join them in one Nigeria and leave the Biafra people alone. Don't speak about the matter of Biafra. If you're one of those praying for, don't speak about the issue of Biafra. Keep your mouth shut. Keep Biafra out of your mouth. Because we are going to fight this battle and we're going to win it. So I urge every Biafra, wherever you are, to please stay strong and do not give up. Do not give up, no matter what happens, no matter the propaganda, no matter the blackmail, no matter what they throw at you, you must remain steadfast. You must remain strong. This is a battle that must be won. This is a battle that must be won. It doesn't matter what the enemies are doing. It does not matter what the enemies think. It does not matter their propaganda and their blackmail. No matter what they throw at you, we shall overcome in this battle. And I urge every one of us, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, always remember that this battle is a battle that must be won. This is a battle that must be won. So every one of us must stand tall, stand strong, and continue to be resilient until we get to promised land. Now, let us hear what the people in the zoo, their media is saying about this madness of Soludo, about the attack of the Igbos by Soludo, the attack of traders by Soludo, unlawful attack, unlawful order that was given. I want us to hear what they have to say and what their media is speaking in Nigeria.
To what amounts to a direct intellectual revolt against the executive power in Anambra State. The Forum of Southeast Academic Doctors, or FOSAD, is taking on Governor Chukwuma Soludo, accusing him of executive rascality over his decision to shut down the Onitsha main market for one of the largest commercial hubs in West Africa, because traders failed to open on Mondays amid the sit-at-home crisis. FOSAD says this is not governance, but collective punishment, that the state is asking citizens to risk their lives in an environment of fear and insecurity, and then punishing them for choosing survival. They argue that you cannot compel economic activity at gunpoint. You cannot decree confidence where violence still lingers, and you cannot confuse raw authority with democratic legitimacy. Fossard insists that the sit-at-home crisis is not a market discipline problem, but a deep security and political failure, one that cannot be solved by shutting shops, deploying force, or issuing ultimatums that deepen resentment and economic pain. Before this, I'm joined now in the studio by Dr. Uzo Nkoladi, who is Secretary General of the Forum of Southeast Academic Doctors, or FOSAD, one of the strongest institutional critics of the governor's decision. Thank you very much indeed for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you called the market closure executive rascality. What specific legal or constitutional line did Governor Soludo cross?
Oh, thank you very much for that question. Executive rascality refers to unethical behavior, especially by people in positions of authority. I asked the question, what is the constitutional breach? We are trampling on the rights of innocent citizens, of our brothers and sisters who are traders in the Shaman market. It's an infringement on their fundamental human rights. If they choose, they can stay home. If they choose, they can come out for their business, especially when their life is at stake. This is a normal human instinct. Safety first, safety and security. You have to earn the confidence of the people. You have to earn their trust. They have to be sure. I won't see a place where there is a potential crisis and I want to go there. But if my goods are destroyed or lives are lost, who is going to compensate?
Yes, that's a good point. But if the law,
Yes.
and you also teach criminology, so you've got a good sense of the law.
Yes.
If the law allows temporary closures for public order, which the law allows, where exactly does legality end and abuse begin in this case?
There is no disorder. There was relative peace in Anambra State, at least as of last week. The traders did not show up on Monday because of the regular sit at home. Why don't you find an alternative means? I suggest non-kinetic approach. You don't use this approach of force.
Yeah, but didn't the governor had essentially said that things had returned to normal.
Okay.
That there was no longer any need for a sit at home. He's the executive authority. He's the chief security officer. And he's declared that there is no longer any need for a Monday sit at home. You also argued that this is collective punishment. It is the responsibility of the government to restore normal economic life. And you're saying that you would have done it differently.
Yes, because first of all, the first responsibility of any responsible government is security of lives and property. Okay. Yes, and when you declare that the situation has returned to normalcy, you have to also allow the people to feel it. It is the people that you're leading that would, that would come out confidently to say that look, we are safe and we can come out. Especially,
but if they don't turn up on Mondays, how are they going to know that they're safe?
Well, if you go on the social media, you realize that traders are speaking. And for sadly, we are the voice of the voiceless. We speak up for the masses. Those are the traders say that most times they go to market on Mondays. Market is open on Monday, but they don't have people who are coming to buy because of that air of insecurity. There's fear in the air that if we come out, something will happen to us. The transporters are not even working
Yeah, but can I ask you this?
Yes.
Can fear be allowed to veto state authority indefinitely? That's the question here. At what point does accommodation become capitulation to violent state actors? The governor has to at some point say this has got to end.
Yes. If you want it to end, you should use non-kinetic approach. First of all, we must bring the stakeholders together. This is a gradual process. It's not something that you use force and you come out and shout orders. Don't come to market. If you don't show up, if you don't open your businesses, we are going to shut it down. We are going to pull it down. No, you don't threaten people. The first question I want to ask, a rhetorical question. Few months ago, Mussolini didn't give such an order while he was campaigning for his second term. Of course, I know he would not. He would not, because if he does that, he might lose the election. If he threatens the traders, the Chardonnay market that was established since 1506 by our forefathers. And another question I also asked is, did you consult the Odio Foundation, the revered monarch, even the Mekachi, the first-class traditional ruler across the Niger? Did you consult him?
Presumably your contention is that he didn't.
No, he didn't, because we have our members in Anambra State. No, we have members in all the 5 states of Anambra and in the diaspora. So he did not. You should consult the traditional rulers. This amounts to disrespect and disregard for the revered traditional ruler. And by extension, the people of Anambra State. Nobody is in support of state attorney. That's not about support of it. Soludo by himself gave a figure to the losses that we incur every Monday, and he put the figure at 8 billion. Now multiply 8 billion by 7 by one. Yeah. That will give you 56 billion naira.
Yeah.
And again, you are also endangering the lives of the people. Look at yesterday. There were gunshots in the air. They were shooting canisters. They were tear gassing people. And most of these young people who are in their productive age, this is their only means of livelihood. There are daily income earners in that Onishabi market. There are people who have perishable goods. There are people who took loans. Why don't you just engage the people? Engage the people and don't take this cocky stance.
You may well have a point there, but there are people, you frame those traders essentially victims.
Yes.
But aren't there some traders who comply with that sit-at-home order out of sympathy or out of poverty? So in those circumstances, how should the government separate fear from political protest?
Oh, first of all, you saw when he came to the market with the retinue of a security personnel. Why don't you bring your security personnel every morning and let the people appeal to the people? Make use of the media, both the traditional and social media. I've not seen any jingles on air talking about, please come out on Mondays. Anambra is safe now. Those kind of campaigns that they engaged when they wanted the second term. Why don't you go to the markets? And you can also incentivize the people. Give them incentives. You can say something like, you can do something like, maybe the first 500 people to open their shops on Monday, they will get that 5 kg bag of rice. I'm giving them for not as free of charge. When you do that, you will see that gradually. That's a good consulting. Yes, people will start coming out. Maybe this Monday, see people, they will come to right. And they will notice that all those are there to position strategically as security measures. You will see people, they start coming. The next Monday, the number will increase. This is a gradual process.
But let me ask you this, okay? Because, as you said, closing on intraday market for a week may admit inflict economic pain. Maybe greater than the mundane sort of sit-at-home economic pain. But do you agree that it might also deter sort of armed enforcers by showing that the state will not be paralyzed? Is there no deterrence value there as far as you can see?
Well, the non-state actors are there in the southeast. You can't deny that. They've been operating, they've been kidnapping, they've been banditry, and which is also an indictment on the government because it's their responsibility to protect the people. But what we are saying at FOSAC is that this approach is very wrong. We are not supporting non-state actors, but now your approach now is worse than that of non-state actors.
Well, how does the governor earn legitimacy as the chief security officer of the state under what I might call active coercion by armed groups? In other words, if a governor cannot compel markets to open. What stops any armed group from dictating policy by fear? I mean, isn't that a slippery slope?
It's a very sensitive issue, and that is why we are calling on the government.
They continue to speak about this fear. Who is making each other afraid? I fear people talk about the critical reason why people are sitting at home. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why are you not discussing the core reason why they are sitting at home?
Your question is valid. We don't expect.
Why are you not addressing their demand? Every time you come and paint non-explicit acts, or you come and paint fear, paint this and that.
That's where you need to consult all the stakeholders. The traditional rulers are there, the market women are there. You come out and appeal to them. You don't use force. I keep stressing that point.
But wasn't there consultation over a period? I mean, it may not have happened immediately now, but over a period of time about how best to deal with this situation, which is why they've, if you like, graduated to this point where the government feels reasonably confident that security has been restored. I mean, let me put it this way, because if the closure worsens hardship, you blame the government. If he does nothing and commerce collapses, do you still blame him?
Well, commerce have not collapsed. The other people, the traders in the southeast, and even the workers, all of them are used to that abnormal sit at home every month. They have adjusted. But that does not mean that they sit at home should continue. That is why the government should find an alternative means. You cannot just come out and, propaganda does not equal leadership and say that the state is safe. If the state is now safe, why are the members of their families are out of the country? Majority of them are in London, in the United States,
exactly.
Their children and their family members are not residing in Anambra State or even in Nigeria. So if you say that the state is now safe and you have solved this,
bring your children back.
Problem, we should expect that you start by your families. There are also traders in the Sofia, is hometown. Why don't you just sit with them and also convince them to start coming out every Monday at the markets? Test them. I've also given an opinion here, a suggestion that you can also use incentives. Okay, the first 500 people, the first 100 people, you get a bag of 5 kg rice. That doesn't cost anything. We see them sharing that during campaigns.
Of course.
So our problem is to get
mad people.
And you have seen what it has caused within these 2-3 days. We have seen the protests. We have seen that it has rendered young people idle. And do you want them to go into crime? Because what gives rise to crime is idleness, unemployment. And now these people have created businesses for themselves, created a means of livelihood, which the government has not done. It's how we are going to have the Dubai Taiwan that promised us during this first time that we didn't see any sign of that. We didn't see infrastructure. Look at that market.
Dubai Taiwan.
Social media, even on our Rise TV, we see that market requires a kind of retouch, build infrastructure like we see in our area markets. There's a video that came out this morning on Twitter where we saw the governor in our United States, right, that we saw the Abia State governor, engaging traders in our area markets, and things were flowing well. And we say again that Abia used to be the worst state in the southeast. It's the people that decide. It's not you that is the people. You cannot set exam, write exam, and score yourself. When you hear the way people are appreciating the governor of Abia State, you can see that he has really done. He has done a good work. Yes, if you have done a good work, it will reflect in the lives of the people. So if there is security in Anambra State, I bet you, Charles, you don't need to force people to come out. They'll come out with their own right. They are the ones losing every Monday. If you are losing 8 billion every Monday, you can imagine. And some people come from the biggest market in West Africa. People come from outside the country and other states to buy, to sell, to transact business. So most times they come on Sunday. When they come on Sunday, they wait. After that Monday, Tuesday, they do their business. We just tell them aside in Anambra State.
Well, let me ask you this, because we're almost out of time. What is from your perspective, the single time-bound plan that you think can restore Monday's commerce without rewarding those who enforce fear? Consult with the stakeholders. This is a gradual process. Shops are always open on Monday, like you emphasizing on that, because we have investigated that. But the majority of the people who want to transact business, they have to show up on Monday. So we can't just open your shops and there are no people coming to transact business with you. That is why it's called buying and selling. You know, in other State, the majority of us are traders. So the best way, the best approach, and we are appealing to Suludu, we open the market first. We open this on market. You know, I heard that he had a media panel today. You know, these are, you're putting the cart before the horse. Why? You should have done this first. You should continuously. It's a continuum. It's not. It's endless. You continue engaging the people because this is what leadership is all about. Leadership is about having followers and earning their trust. Once you earn their trust, that their life is safe, their goods safe, their shops, nobody is coming to vandalize or destroy their shops, and that you have really curtailed the excesses of this non-state actor, people will come out. Okay. On that note, I want to thank you very much for putting your points as forcefully as you have. Dr. Uzo Ngoladi is the Secretary General of the Forum of Southeast Academic Doctors of FOSA. Thank you very much.
You can see the guy has spoken very well. No sensible person will do what Soludo is doing, forcing people against their will by fire by force, just because people decide to engage in civil disobedience. But another angry I am that with all this discussion they made here now, this man, Charles, did not ask this man, what is the main reason why people are sitting at home? What is the purpose of this sit at home? What is the purpose of the sit at home? How did they start? When you don't know the reason people are there, how are you going to even talk about it or dialogue with them? But in all this discussion, I didn't hear them speak about the main reason of this sit at home, which is the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the prosecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu illegally. Not only prosecution, conviction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without an existing law. As if that is not enough, they took him to Sokoto. This is the grievance of the people they are protesting. Instead of the governors to address this issue of the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they continue to push their lies. Look at a program, a whole program discussing about the sit at home, but they never talked about the reason people are sitting at home. They didn't talk about what made the people to engage in sit at home. Because until you know why this is, I don't care whether even if you say that somebody is enforcing it, why are these people enforced? Why was it put in place at the first place? Why don't you meet to that demand they're asking for? What effort have you made to reach to the demand that they are making? The effort you made is to convict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu illegally and send him to Sokoto and get him locked up there for life. And then you come back, you unleash your unleash your soldiers against the innocent people. Meanwhile, in the northern part of Nigeria, the North are busy protecting their Janjaweeds. They are busy protecting all their terrorists. You dare not talk about them. You dare not mention them. The North is protecting their terrorists every single day. Go and check all their politicians, all their lawmakers. Any place you see them, they are speaking and protecting their criminals. But your own innocent brothers that are asking for self-determination, for freedom, they are asking, leave and let's leave. You attack them. You label them evil, label them terrorists. You attack them. You don't want their voice to be heard. Even when they choose to protest, you don't want them to protest. What do you call that? It is absolute wickedness. The Fulanis are busy building themselves. Fulanis are busy protecting themselves. Even with arms, they are protecting themselves with arms. And they will tell you to your face that you can't do anything. You see them bragging of every single thing, the audacity in them. The way they speak, when you see the Fulani speak, you begin to wonder if there is something else that created them. But our politicians in Biafra land, the only place they have power is to take the life of their people, destroy the business of their people, as Soludo is doing. As Soludo is doing. These people are evil. And Anambra people must not allow him to go free. They must not allow Soludo to go free. Soludo must hands off the market. He has no business there. He has no, both renovation and whatever, he shouldn't do that. Because Soludo has shown that he's a Fulani man. Whatever thing he does in that place is to take it and give to Janjaweed. So should not be allowed. A very wicked human being that I have never seen before. Soludo. Soludo is a son of a Satan from all his actions. The people you are working for, the Janjaweed you are working for, they don't care about you. They don't care about, at the end of the day, you will come back with shame. But you are busy destroying the life of your people, destroying the life of the innocent ones because of your wickedness. Now, let us see the pride, the audacity of this Janjaweed. You will see how proud their lawmakers are, defending themselves and defending what they believe. But when it comes to our own, they begin to behave like idiots. When it comes to our own, they behave like idiots. Bunch of idiots that don't have common sense. That is how they behave. So, let us look at it and see what they are saying. Let us look at this one and hear what they got to say. Because we can never, ever, ever back down. No matter their propaganda, no matter their blackmail, we will never back down. Let's hear what she has to say.
Warning the All Progressives Congress (APC) about its 2027 presidential ticket, stating that altering the current configuration could affect support in key states. She said the presence of a northern Muslim on the ticket remains a significant factor in electoral calculations across the core northern states. Reacting to this, the APC warned the minister and other senior government and party officials to stop fueling speculations but focus on their primary duty of diligent service to the government and the party. The party also dismissed growing media reports about the possible replacement of Vice President Kashim Shettima as running mate to President Bola Tinubu ahead of the 2027 general election. This latest declaration by the minister has brought back conversations about the Muslim ticket. Joining us on the show to discuss the relevance of the Muslim ticket and if there is a need to alter it ahead of 2027 is Farouk Ali, a chieftain of the APC. Good morning and you're most welcome to the morning show.
Happy New Year. Well,
good morning, happy New Year to all of you. Hi, Dr. Abati and Rufai.
Okay, do you have questions?
Well, Mr. Ali, well, the narrative is already well laid out. Muslim ticket in relation to the present arrangement and the ambition of certain other persons to say that, maybe perhaps to please President Trump and please those who are, complaining about Christian genocide, that President Tinubu should change the Muslim format. What do you think? Anatu Musawa already says, no, that will not make sense whatsoever. Many people support her. Some other people criticize her. Where do you stand within that spectrum?
Well, I stand with my party actually because these decisions for the parties and the candidates. So if in the wisdom of our party and our president is to go with another Muslim, so be it. And if he decides to go with a Christian, so be it. And you remember that our party also has warned, has also spoken to us, people that have interface with the media, not to speculate, at least on the vice president, Kazim Shettima. But whether the Muslim or non-Muslim, it's important. That's really, time will tell, and it's a political decision which either party can take. If a party decides to go Muslim or Christian, is absolutely a political decision which will be done at the time when things are up, which means we as a party will decide whether to go along with Muslim is the best for us.
Mr. Ali, your position is like saying nothing. We just said that, a minister of the Federal Republic, Anatu Musawa, said this. The question, if I may rephrase it, is that do you agree with her in terms of what she said? Don't say, I am a party man, what party decides. What's your own opinion?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot say you are not dictating to the party, but this is what you think. Not saying anything party does is okay. We are not in a parliamentary system. I want your opinion, not...
Well, exactly. Well, whatever my opinion would be, it would be subjective because whether I go for, as I said, it is absolutely the decision of the party and the candidate. And in my opinion, the numbers will be looked at, whether to fill in a Muslim or a Christian. The numbers are there to show. Whether in the northern part of the country there are more Muslims is absolutely without doubt. There are more Muslims in the northern part of the country. So any party can decide to either pick a Christian. But if it goes in terms of numbers, certainly there are more Muslims in the north, which means it would be best for the party to take a Muslim if, from the northern part of the country.
All right, that's interesting because if you recall in the 2021, the lead up to the 2023 election, there was a big debate around Muslim tickets because traditionally what you would have for fair representation across board would be a Muslim Christian ticket for that role. Do you think that, as Honorable Musawa has said, if it's either that or nothing at all, it would have political consequences? And this was echoed by former Senate leader, Senator Ali Ndume, who said that if President Bola Tinubu ignores the grumblings of the North, it would have political consequences. Do you agree with this? And how do you think the APC, especially under President Bola Tinubu, can work to engender goodwill in the North?
The first question you should ask, are the Christians still complaining? Are the Christians feeling so changed when Muslim ticket? And I'm sure it's no, because
imagine that the Christians are not complaining.
Has been alleviated. Certainly, this government has got nothing to show on the ground.
These people can lie. The audacity of this janjaweed to lie before everybody.
Muslim ticket can still fly with the APC.
No, but the other part around the grumblings of the North. And this has come up consistently. Senator Ali Ndume made this statement again on our primetime show on the Rising News just on Wednesday. What do you think of that?
No, what did he say? I just came back this morning into the country.
No, I'm telling you that he said there are grumblings. I'm telling you that he said that there are grumblings in the North, and that the APC cannot afford to ignore the grumblings because it would have political consequences come 2027. Do you agree that there are grumblings in the North? And how can they see that?
Certainly, if there are grumblings in the North, it is worth looking at. Certainly, if the Muslims in the North are not comfortable with it, that will not be done.
Everything is just about the Muslims in the North, and there are Christians in the North.
Are there grumblings in the North? Is what I should ask. Do you agree? Because you're just saying certainly if are there grumblings in the North? You're from the North. Do you agree with him that there are grumblings in the North?
I'm not only from the North, I'm a full animal. Grumbling, what do you mean? Grumbling over a Muslim or grumbling over a Christian?
That they're not.
Yes, there are more Muslims in the North. So listen to me. Certainly, if you drop a Muslim for a Christian in the North, there will be problem. Certainly, that's because of numbers. That's what we're talking about.
Imagine.
But about Gambia, I don't know. But I'm telling you that if you replace a Muslim with a Christian, a northern Christian, that will be a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine.
So two things. Number one, definitely a lot of Christians are not happy. And we are seeing it in the massive kidnappings and attacks on Christians. And that's why the conversation about Christian genocide has been on. It's as if there's a direct attack on ECWA churches. Goodness me, I don't know how many ECWA churches have been attacked. 177 people in Kaduna recently from different churches. All sorts of activities and atrocious activities. Christians are complaining. And they also mute the conversation about the Muslim ticket. Hence the conversation about balancing out the tickets. So those concerns are valid. But let me stretch it also further by asking you, will the North be cool with a Christian tickets?
Okay, now three things. You asked now the first one about attack on echo churches. I take exception to generalizing it. The Muslims are arranging these things. It's not true. Those kidnapping churches or people in churches.
I'm sorry, Mr. Farouk.
They do not represent Islam.
Mr. Farouk
yes,
Ali,
but they do not.
Mr. Farouk Ali, with due respect, you need to apologize to me. Can you tell me anywhere I said just now that Muslims are arranging these things? I never said so. So when you say you take exceptions
to
what I didn't say, I deserve an apology because you misquoted me right in my phrase.
Okay. Okay. I apologize for that.
Very well.
But I also want you to, I apologize for that. But I also put it to you that these things are not, if anybody thinks Muslims are arranging these things, it's not true. So it's got nothing to do.
It's got nothing to do with Muslims. And
yes,
it's got. And I repeat it. It's got nothing to do with
exactly.
Muslims. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Then, secondly,
whether the Muslims, the manipulation is so much. The manipulation in Nigeria is so much.
To see whether we can cross it.
Unbelievable.
I'm asking that question because if you're listen, based on the North, you know. All right. Based on the North,
based on the North. Based on
will there be also be okay
based on the North, I know.
Listen, yes.
Based on the North, Based on the North, I know the North will not be comfortable with Christian.
Imagine.
Because if you do that, you are completely alienating the Muslims in the North. Simple. That's it.
And you did it to the Christians.
Another thing that Senator Ali Ndumen made, apart from saying there will be consequences in the North depending on the kind of electoral choices that the party will make ahead of 2027, he said that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been held hostage by some persons who do not know Nigeria beyond the Ikoyi and Victoria Island, and who do not understand grassroots politics, and that he cannot, critically condemn President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, whether he's surrounded by a group of advisors who are, whose knowledge of Nigerian politics stopped in Ikoyi and Victoria Island, and that when they are not in Ikoyi and Victoria Island, they are going to London or going to the US. Do you agree, as a party member?
Yeah, you see, these kind of things were also alluded when Buhari was in government. A lot of people said that Buhari surrounded himself with people who don't go anywhere. So that is the opinion of my friend Ali Ndumen. I don't think so. I think there are so many people around the president who are not from Ikoyi and Victoria Island. I mean, I can name a lot of them, But of course, he has people that are working with him that he knows more than other people. And as a president of Nigeria, you cannot be said to be, leading the country with just few people. And I'm sure President Tinubu is not doing that. There are people across the country that help him to govern this country.
All right, sir. I just have a question quickly, just based on your statement in response to Rufai. Based on you saying that the Christian ticket would alienate the North, using that logic, is that not the same thing you would say that a Muslim ticket would alienate Christian South?
I don't think so. We're talking
Imagine.
about numbers, as I said. We're talking about numbers.
Imagine. Did you see?
We're talking about numbers. In the northern
when it comes to
there are more Muslims and the
they
Christians.
will be angry.
Representation.
So that's it. No, and in the wisdom, listen, and in what representation?
In terms of fairness,
never for the people to decide.
Okay.
What I'm saying, it's then left for the people to decide. If you feel Muslim together, if the people of this country feel so bad about it, so be it. Let them vote for any party of their choice.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Farouk Aliyu, for joining us on the morning show.
These people are mad. These people are mad, a bunch of criminals and idiots. You see the audacity. The unrepentant Fulani, they don't care about you. They don't care. They will do what they want to do. Fulani don't care about how you feel, what you think, or what you don't think. They will do what they want to do. And you have just seen it in this idiot. Wherever you are, as a Biafran, you better begin to prepare yourselves. Begin to prepare yourself because we have no place in this zoological republic. These people, their Islamization program is they can't be able to even slow it down. Even slowing it down, say slow it down for some minutes and later they will not slow it down. They are not ready to slow it down. So wherever you are and you think, they will never slow it down. So every single one of us must rise up and do what we have to do. Every single one of us must continue to prepare for what is coming ahead. And the Onitsha people must not give up. They must not give up. Everybody must rise up at this point in time. They must not give up. Everybody must rise up and we must do what we have to do. We must not give up. I pray that Chukwu Okike will give us the wisdom to do what we have to do when we have to do it. I pray that Chukwu Okike will not allow us to fall trap to these people. I pray that their wish will never happen in our land. So wherever you are as a Biafran, we must all continue to be strong. We must all continue to remain consistently strong so that we can resist the enemy. We must continue to do everything we can to see that the will of Chukwu Okike happens. It is so sad what is going on. But we cannot run away out of fear. We must continue to pray for our brothers and sisters in our nature market and continue to give them the support. I pray that Chukwu Okike will guide and protect them. I appreciate everyone that joined us on this very evening broadcast. Wherever you join us from, I thank you for being part of the program. I thank every one of you. And I pray for our leaders that Chukwu Okike will guide and protect them also. I wish you a very happy weekend. See you tomorrow evening, same time. Stay blessed. And bye-bye, everyone. Good night, everybody.
This is from Biafra's Got Talent. We are letting Biafrans know the reason why we should remember those who gave their lives for us, those who died, that we may live.
You died to end my suffering. You died fighting for my freedom. Your blood is the seed of redemption. You are my inspiration.
The deed no wrong with them, military shots at them. 67 to 70, we remember them. 2016, 38 May, memories still lives in our mind till today. Wonder why they refuse to publicize the genocide. The world media turn blind eyes to our plight. It's time to arise, land of the rising sun. Let's rise one more time, let's rise.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes. Those who gave their life for us. Onitsha massacre, Ipocha massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright.
Tell them I got that day, oh. Remember when me tell you say I got that day, oh. Yeah, I remember that one that called myself Bruce Mero. But the way you go like a papa nuku. But them way go hero, me tell you what I look pandi, what pandi Samiro, me tell you what I day. For me the plan and the rest of man, I tell you what I day. Me no back and forth, me tell them say what
I want to promise you something today. We must fight together, no retreat and no surrender. We must hold them down till the end of time. The most important thing is that we will restore Biafra. May your soul rest in peace.
I look up to the sky with tears in my eye. For other Biafrans and for freedom had to die. We will never forget you as the days go by. You are always in my heart, will never be apart.
They fought for our freedom. They died for our freedom. They fought the Nigerian soldiers in the war front. Without food, without guns. For our freedom, for our life, for our own good, for our children. We love them, our heroes. We want them.
My heart bleeds when I saw them slain. Where will I be now if not then? They will remain indelible in my heart. Forever, 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 and never, and never, and never.
We serve in your plantation, and the way you paid us back with your bloody starvation. We bled in our history that the death of our people is a mystery. No going back to get to a victory. I had a voice now call for vengeance. I never get bombed, I'ma blow like a vengeance.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes. Those who gave their life for us. Onitsha massacre, Ipocha massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright.
Where will I be now? If not you, you died at Mali.
They were starved to death because of our freedom, and they paid the debt for our freedom. Raise the flag high for those that died in the genocide, fighting for you and I. There is pain in the heart, we bleeding inside, tears in the eyes, so I'm following you.
This is for my fallen heroes. Give them a motivation, people. It's like I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Cause to be a cast, I need to be a nurse. If we did not retire,
They paid the ultimate price. They died for me, for the freedom of unborn child. We live for the legacy.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes. Onitsha massacre, Ipocha massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright. Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes. Onitsha massacre, Ipocha massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright.
Yeah. Put the flag in the air. Never be afraid. March on. Cause we are more than conquerors. Yeah. You know what it is.
I'm looking at myself in
We
the
must
mirror.
revenge. And we must stand to represent who we